For 14 years I've been doing this, and the situation is getting worse. It's not getting better. And if people don't really say they had enough and say, what can we do to help? And come out and say, we don't want to have somebody run up in our house and shoot their brother. We don't want nobody to throw a grenade into the house where in Detroit, the grandmother and the Yana Jones, 7 years old, was asleep on the couch. The cops came, threw a grenade through the window. The couch caught on fire. The grandmother went to put the fire out on the little girl. Not realizing the cop came in, he shot Ayana while she was laying on the couch. Turned around and blamed the grandmother. Talking about the grandmother shot her. Had her in the precinct for 8 hours, trying to put the blame on her. Here recently, that case went to trial for the second time. The judge, it was a jury there, but the judge decided they didn't prove the case, and they're not going to allow this cop to be tried again. The charges for this cop was dismissed. What does that say for Ayana Jones' family? And then they're going to tell her grandmother if she show any emotion, they're going to lock her up. You tell me, how dare you?
And we are going to march today. We are going to march today. The NYPD has said that they don't want us going to Times Square. We are going to Times Square. To be clear, we have every right to be there. But on top of that, for them to have the nerve to say that we can gun down their kids, that we can stop and frisk you and ruin your life, we can incarcerate whole generations of people, but you cannot go to the center of the city and say a damn thing about it. Fuck that shit! 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 Fuck that shit!
I just wanted to say hello, especially to the people in Mexico. In Mexico! The people in Mexico, they sent us a support statement. It came from Mexico, from a group called National Network of Resistance. Stop the war on the people, from Mexico. So this organization, besides being here in some of the states here in United States, is traveling now to Mexico. I just wanted to say that. But my main thing right now, what I wanted to say, I don't know if you guys know an ex-cop, a former cop called Michael Peña. Michael Peña, he raped a woman in Washington Heights, and for that he received 75 years in prison. Okay, as a woman, as a sister, and I only have a boy, but as some of the mothers that they have daughters and also grandmothers, we don't want it to be rape, and I agree for 75 years. But how about this guy who murdered Eric Garner? What? You tell me. You know why that cop got 75 years? Because he was a Latino cop. Okay? That's the reason that he got 75. Because you know that Pete of Patrick Lynch, the one that called Latinos and black animals when they commit a crime? That is the reason that he got 75 years. And it was a white woman. Because remember, women of color, we don't mean anything to these people. And to those black and Latino cops that they think that important, I wanted to say to them, remember Omar Edwards. He was killed. He was a cop, and he was killed on 135th Street. And you know what happened? None of them came out with a video. And then the cops killed another cop. And you know what? They didn't come out with a video because it was a white cop who killed them. And when you're talking about the blue collar silence, it's a blue collar cowards. And those black and Latino cops that they think that they're good cops, if you support the blue collar cowards, you're as bad as the one that committed the crime. Michael Brown. You know why they left him so many hours on the street? To chop us, to black Latinos, that if we didn't respect them, they could just kill us like an animal, and they could just leave us on the street so the rest of us could see what could happen to us. And you know what? I will have to say solidarity with the people of Ferguson, because those are the people that are out of the street fighting. And you know what? We always said, and Occupy Wall Street used to say, whose street? And we used to say our street. But you know whose street in Ferguson? It belongs to the people in Ferguson because they took the street. Okay? And that is one of the things. We could say this is our street, but we could never take the street. But the people in Ferguson, they shut up and they say, this is our street. And they really are solidarity with the people of Ferguson.
We pledge that Black Lives Matter. Today, we pledge Latino Lives Matter. Today, we pledge All Lives Matter. Today, we pledge mass incarceration. We say no more. Today, we pledge police murder. We say no more.
Today, we pledge police murder. We say no more.
Today, we pledge torture in prisons. We say no more.
Today, we pledge torture in prisons. We say no more.
Today, we pledge criminalization of a generation. We say no more.
Today, we pledge criminalization of a generation. We say no more.
Today, we pledge attacks on immigrants. We say no more.
No motherfucking more. We say no more.
Today, we pledge we will not be silent.
Today, we pledge we will not be silent.
Today, we pledge we will resist.
Today, we pledge we will resist.
Today, we pledge until these shameful horrors really are